What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Patrick. I'm the host of New Joke City. We're here in the Big Apple trying to find the next up-and-coming comedian and what their process is from finding material on the streets and taking it to the stage. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and make sure you keep an eye out for our YouTube page.
Do you have like a 70s beat, like a 70s porno beat? Yes. Give me that. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see you guys. Yeah. He knows his 70s porn, doesn't he?
I felt good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It only took 20 times. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This is New Joke City, and I'm your host, Ryan Patrick. Today we're in the beautiful Bronx, and we will be interviewing the one and only Kellsie Cara Jones, coming straight out of Jersey. What is up?
What's going on, Ryan?
Nothing too much. How's everything been?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I can say today was a little rough getting to the Bronx. I never want to come back, no offense.
I think it's more of a shot at the infrastructure rather than the actual town.
Sure.
So,
yeah, sure.
So what's going on? So I feel like, I definitely wanted to speak to you because you're a newer comic, and your whole journey, your approach to everything, I feel like nobody else has taken your path. You've been doing comedy for a little while. How long has it been exactly?
Okay, so the first time I ever did stand-up of any sort was on Zoom with you, February 4th.
Wow.
So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 7 months. It was kind of like the easy way for me to do it, to rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Doing stand-up was something that I've really always aspired to do.
Really?
I've been kind of involved in musical theater, and I was president of like the Thespian Society in high school. Plays and all that kind of stuff. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be like a superstar, a movie star.
Really?
And comedy was always the most fun scenes to do. So it was always a goal to eventually work my way up to stand-up. I just don't have guts or the balls for it. So when I was given, a friend of mine said, hey, listen, like I'm doing this Zoom comedy thing. My friend Ryan, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? No one's actually in front of me. I'm just with my cats in my living room doing nothing.
Exactly.
And I worked really, really hard on it. I set up a whole script, monologue style, for my first time going. And ever since then, I'm kind of just picking it up. And I did my first actual live stand-up open mic in May. And then ever since then, I prefer doing it in person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel like there's so much, just to feel the energy and stuff. But I guess, would you recommend to people that are either looking to get into it, or if they're timid, they don't know anybody, and they just want to try it out? Do you think Zoom is like a viable option to test the waters?
I feel like there's a lot of mixed emotions about Zoom comedy.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing. Starting from Zoom comedy, the first time I did my live stand-up, watching the tape back, I can almost tell I was scripted. I wasn't really reacting off the audience, because I wasn't used to hearing anybody in the room at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes in Zoom you hear you kind of tune it out. So I will say there are advantages and disadvantages. People might disagree with me, but I think that, if you're shy and timid and just want to try it out, what can it hurt?
Yeah.
Going on Zoom real quick.
And you don't have to deal with the ride of shame from the club to your house, because you're already in your house. So you can just go to bed.
No pants necessary.
Yeah. You're doing Zoom shows, you're feeling good, you got your material down, and you're doing your first live show where distractions like that pop up at any moment. There had to have been a huge difference. Did you feel the energy in the room?
I will immediately say, I said, the first time I did stand-up live, as I'm saying it, I'm I sound like I'm reading a monologue. But I was listening to the audience, reacting a little bit. Immediately from that moment forward, I was like, this is where I need to be doing it. Because I really do feed off of other people's energy.
Yeah.
And, really, ever since then, I think that the energy is really important. Because telling a joke to your mirror is the same thing as telling a joke on Zoom.
Yeah.
And it's good if you're trying to get some things that you want to remember down, or try out new material that's risky. You don't really know how an audience is going to take it. Yeah.
So I guess now that you're doing it live, you're hitting live mics and stuff, what's your what's your way of getting material down? Do you write? Do you do stuff? Do you work it out on stage? Like, what do you do? Oh, that's nice.
I'm overstimulated. So I have been like writing down things that I think are funny in my phone and in notebooks for as long as I can remember. So I kind of just go back and look at my notebook, see if there's any like old stuff that I think is funny that I can write into a joke. A lot of times it's like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, yeah.
But I would say I really, really try to like buckle down and focus and say, okay, I'm gonna develop these notes that I have in my phone and turn them into real jokes today.
That's awesome.
That never happens though.
Yeah.
You know, it's so hard to sit down and actually do it. So
Well, watch yourself. There we go.
that would be really funny.
That would be, get it all on camera.
I normally have like little tidbit notes of something. If I think something is funny, I'll write it down on my phone, and then eventually I'll get back to it and try and sit down and write. But oftentimes I can't focus. I can't sit down and write. So I bring it up. I bring the subject up to like a friend, and I just kind of try to riff on the subject without them knowing that I'm
Yeah. Seamlessly work
how
it
they
in.
react to it and see like how my conversation flows as if I'm just talking about it.
That's awesome. That's really the best way, you know, because if it's supposed to be like conversational, you know what I mean? Like,
chill.
Yeah, really laid back. Like you kind of want, and if you're talking to your friends and stuff, like if they find it funny or if you get them laughing, then you're like, oh, I might have something. You know?
Or I could also kind of tell like the way some of my friends react if they're laughing at me or with me or like out of pity.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so that joke's good. That could be something. That one was offensive.
That one was offensive. They're not talking to me again. What do you usually talk about? Like, what are you kind of all over the place? Or?
It's usually everything I joke about is something that I've experienced in like my life.
Yeah.
My life is a joke. Everyone says that, but that's pretty much it. A lot of my jokes have to do with being a single 28-year-old cat mom.
Nothing wrong with that.
And like dating and what that's like, it sucks and all that crazy stuff. Yeah, most of my current set that I've been like going to clubs with is about being single because I haven't been single in a really long time, and it's kind of funny feeling kind of jumping into like the double dutch of the dating world.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely.
That's all I got now.
And that's super relatable though. I feel like because even people in relationships, they've been in that situation before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something everybody can relate to. That's wild. So how'd your first? I mean, you said it felt like a monologue. How did your first set go? First live set. It was
went
good.
Well. It wasn't a bomb.
Yeah.
People laughed. Everyone's very supportive. I felt very excited that I don't know, that like I kind of got like a good reaction.
Yeah.
And that really did motivate me to continue to keep going. If I didn't get as good of a reaction as I did my first time, I would probably like forget it. I'm never going back.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, even if it's just pity laughs, I even get pity laughs. And like, there hasn't been a totally silent room yet, so I don't hate myself completely. Which is why I'm still doing it, which is why I'm still smiling.
I feel like it is such a grind, and you have to be super resilient, and especially like you just want to get some kind of reaction, especially starting out. So it doesn't matter as long as it's a laugh. It's like you'll take that any day.
I mean, I'll even take like if no one's laughing, I'll take a heckle. Just like talk to me.
Yeah, for real.
Just talk to me.
That's great though. Have you started like doing crowd work? Because you said it's like you don't want to be speaking off monologue. Do you like dive into crowd work at all? Because some people are scared of that.
A little bit. Like I have a few subjects in my set that allow for a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah.
I haven't really gone into it too much. That's something I definitely want to do because I feel like it's more natural when you're just talking to somebody and you're kind of in that punchy mood and and you can make anything like funny and talk to people.
Definitely agree with that. What do you want to be doing more of when it comes to comedy?
I just really am having fun, and that's what I keep telling people when they say, "Oh, how's it going? How's it going?" I'm like, I'm still having fun. And my goal is just to keep having fun.
Yeah.
Take it at my pace. There was a couple of weeks in a row where I was like minimum 3 mics a week, like go,
Yeah.
writing new material every single week, trying to.
Yeah.
And then, you know, life gets in the way, and I want to be able to enjoy my life and enjoy comedy, and the second it becomes something I have to do, that's when I'm not going to want to do it anymore. So my goal is just to go where the universe takes me.
That's
and
great,
hopefully
though.
we'll give a laugh out along the way.
That's so not. I mean, because that doesn't put a lot of pressure, and it's not a job. Like you want it to be a job, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah, but I only want it to be a job if it's that you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Job. And I'm not gonna like it if I force myself to do it.
Yeah.
So I really do try to, you know, charge my social battery as much as I can.
Do you feel like the acting has helped you out at all?
I would say it's different. Stand-up is so different than acting. I mean, I'm actually trying to break away from like the act outs.
Really?
When I first started doing comedy, like on Zoom mostly, I was doing a lot of like in scene kind of.
Yeah.
A little bit of not character work, but I was like in a moment, and I just feel like it's better when it's conversational. But it definitely does help because those kind of scenes are also funny, and it's also good because when you're like nervous as all heck, who can act like you're not.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, it's like the whole state that I think that acting definitely helped with my stage presence, and like being able to step on stage right away and be like, yo, what's up? Like I'm cool, I'm comfortable here.
That's huge. That's like a huge advantage that, because I remember even just starting out, a lot of new comics probably get scared of just walking on a stage in front of
just
people.
being there at all.
You know?
The thing with acting that's a little bit different is you're kind of disguised. You're not yourself. You're acting, and there's a fourth wall. You don't really look at the audience. You don't really interact with the audience. So you kind of just like disassociate.
Yeah.
Just like I have no idea. Just like black out a little bit. Which I feel like kind of happens when I do stand-up. Even when I'm talking to the crowd, I'm interacting and I'm ad-libbing. I come off stage, I'm like, I don't have no idea what I said.
Would you recommend like acting classes or something to people that are starting out in stand-up? Because
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And if you're into comedy and making a fool of yourself on stage, then I mean, improv classes don't hurt.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like as performers, we need to be as well versed in any kind of entertainment or anything on the stage as possible.
Yeah.
So, was there anything that like something that you didn't expect? Like you thought
I didn't expect to be. This is gonna sound like so weird and maybe naive because people are gonna be like, no, that's so not true. But I felt like the community, the comedy community, was so welcoming and friendly. I made so many friends. Everyone's like super nice, super chill, especially the women that I met along the way, which I don't know. I just didn't expect that. I figured that every person I was gonna meet was gonna have like their nose stuck up, like, oh, you're new, like not want to give me time or not want to be my friend or mingle or network, and that's totally not the case.
Really?
I mean, everyone I've met so far has been super helpful and super supportive, and I've made a lot of good friends.
That's awesome. Well, how you feel about doing a set right now? Let's do it. Let's go. We'll go set up.
I'm Ryan Patrick. This is New Joke City. I am the host. What is going on? You guys are killing it right now. Are you guys here for the comedy show or the basketball game? Both. Either one? Word. All right, well, I'm going to bring out our headliner right now. Coming straight out of Jersey. Give it up for them, everybody. Kellsie Jones.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kellsie. So rude. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait so you can hear me because this is important. What the actual hell? Why is there so much noise in the elements? Anyway, I'm Kellsie and I'm single. Hi. I'm a Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, credit card debt rising. I like attention, and my love language is bong rips and Frank's Red Hot. And my spirit animal is a dead goose, you know, like a down comforter. I read the tag on the care instructions recently, and it said sunbathed and whipped gently. I didn't know I had so much in common with the blankets. Yeah, it's actually, I'm pretty new to being single. I recently just broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and the whole reason why we started dating in the first place is because we had the same name. I thought it was funny. I'm Kellsie, a guy named Kellsie. It's rare. You gotta try it at least. He thought it was funny when he would introduce us to his friends, like, oh, we're Kellsie and Kellsie. I just wanted an excuse to yell out my own name during sex without being accused of being a narcissist. Yeah, well, actually, this guy really sucks. He never met any of my family, not any of my friends, nobody. Actually, a lot of them didn't even know that he existed. People would ask my friends, oh, how's Kellsie doing? I haven't seen her in a while. Like, she's doing really good, you know. She's really on, like, a journey of self-love, really paying a lot of time and attention to Kellsie, giving Kellsie what she wants and giving Kellsie what she needs. Yeah. Nah, he just was the worst. He actually called me up recently, trying to get some more of this. And he goes, listen, I'm a changed man. I'm working out, I'm going to therapy, I wax my entire body. Well, except for this area. He got the everything but the package. Like, is that supposed to turn me on? It's like a slip and slide to Pube Island. I can just imagine it. We're laying in bed together and his smooth upper thigh brushes against my 5 o'clock shadow. It's not really my thing. I don't know how to be single. It's been a really long time. I'm kind of like a serial monogamist. Last time I was single was probably like in high school. But I know what you guys are all thinking. Obviously, all these guys are after me for the same reason. And you're right. It's because I have extremely low standards. Yeah, I set the bar pretty low. I'm talking no bed frame low. Mattress on the floor of your grandmother's basement low. Yeah, I mean, honestly, all it really took was a couple of visible tattoos and a substance abuse problem, and I was game. I don't really know what it is about tattoos that I find so attractive. Maybe just because I get bored pretty easily, maybe some undiagnosed ADHD. But having sex with someone with a lot of tattoos is kind of like bringing the funny pages with you to the bathroom. You know, in case things are taking a little bit too long. Or you need to disassociate for a little bit. At least you have like some pictures to look at. And if you choose wisely, maybe even some reading material, maybe a Bible verse, or some motivation, some words of wisdom. Yeah, I dated this one guy. He really had self-made tattooed across his knuckles. Sorry. Did you do that yourself? You live in your parents' basement and sleep with loose change in your bed. And I'm pretty sure you've been pissing in that Gatorade bottle. You couldn't make it 4 steps to the slop sink? You're not self-made. He was made in a Denny's parking lot, spring break 1988, when his dad's leg got caught in the center console and he couldn't pull out in time. Speaking of pulling out, that is my new method going forward with dating. Just pull it all out. First date, pull it all out. The kinks, the daddy issues, that weird noise I make with my throat when it's itchy. You know, just lay it all on the table. See if they stay, see if they run. Yeah, so dating sucks when that's your type. And recently it's just been like a string of Netflix and chills anyway, but I'll let you guys know something I learned about Netflix and chill. Even if you're not watching, even if you're not paying attention, it really matters what you pick to put on in the background. Light comedy is usually best in any reality TV show except Cops. Apparently it's inappropriate. I don't know, always got me going. Bad boys. What you gonna do? No, but that's why, a couple weeks ago, this guy invites me over to hang out and watch TV. When I get to his house, I'm surprised to see he has a couple of his buddies there with him. You know, not exactly what I signed up for, but I'll try anything twice. So, 2.5 hours later, I'm super confused to see we're all still fully dressed, sitting on the couch, watching wrestling. It wasn't exactly what I had in mind when a 34-year-old invited me over for Monday Night Raw. But that's why it's really important, whenever you do Netflix and chill, just let the other person choose what you're going to watch. This way you get a little bit of insight into who they are as a person, you know, what makes them tick. For example, if they put on anime, just leave. Yeah. There's a lot of fucking weirdos out there, and not just the fun kinds. You gotta be careful. You gotta lock your doors. I'm a young woman, I live alone, I have several locks and deadbolts on my front door. There's a little bit of a trick to it. You kind of have to hit your hip up against it to get out. So whenever I have a guy over, I always make sure he notices how complicated the locks are and how difficult it may be to get out if I weren't able to help him for some reason. Yeah, I like to get those wheels turning. Leave my pepper spray out. Make him feel a little intimidated for once. Come on through, come on through. I don't know anything about basketball, but I dribble in my sleep. This guy's not wearing any sneakers. What are you doing, homie? Want to trade? You look like you have the same feet as me. No? Just watch your ankles. Okay, good. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'll invite him over later. When he comes, he'll try to go see my bathroom. This is always something I really wonder what people think when they see. Hanging artfully above my toilet, I have a shooting range target man with the dick blown off, a bidet, and a giant jar of honey on the counter. They must be thinking, like, this girl's into some freaky shit. Her asshole, super clean. Have you guys ever used a bidet before? Never? Well, I'll give you a little tip, a little piece of advice. It is very easy to accidentally give yourself an enema. Of course, it's only an accident the first time. Now it's just part of the routine. Sunbathed, whipped gently, and spritzed regularly. Thanks, guys. You've been great.
Everybody, once again, we are New Joke City. I am your host, Ryan Patrick. Thank you so much for listening to us. Wet again! Wet! Love it. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and catch us on YouTube soon. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.